Hello and welcome back to MLB The Show 18 and the Jason Parham Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time out, Jason almost had another great game going right into the 7th inning, went 6 2/3, then he gave up a hit, and then he gave up a homer. So, unfortunately, he lost that last game out. It's a heartbreaker, but it is what it is. You got to keep going.
For the second time in his career, this player's being told to pack his bags.
Oh, really? Really? The Mets?
It's upending news, to say the least.
Oh no, what the f***? Okay, Alright, I think I'm a little mad. I think Jason's a little mad.
The player's left to wonder about reasons. It can be a helpless feeling.
Well, someone was asking what the level of interest of Jason was, and he suggested it was pretty high. I guess he was right. Ah, jeez.
Within a couple days, he'll again be putting on a different uniform.
Okay, folks. Guess what? Jason Parham's now a Met.
A recently acquired player meets with his new manager before his debut with his new team.
Alright, let's be the mercenary.
The manager does what he can to make the player feel comfortable.
Okay, Jason Parham's a Met now. Mickey Callaway, let's try it. See what happens. Take a look at where we are. Okay, so Jason Parham in the rotation is now the Mets' number 1 behind Noah Syndergaard. In overall, he's behind Noah Syndergaard, Steven Matz, Robert Zellman, and Tanner Roark. But as far as it... Oh, God. They got Hector Neris on the team. RIP. Yeah, Jason's just in the rotation, so... Yep, we're not, clearly we impressed the right people last time out, but, yeah, it's not really what I had in mind. And I was so frustrated because I was going to show you guys that, the Marlins had traded a whole bunch of people, but I guess we don't really care about that now because the Marlins traded us for Tomas Nido, Jamie Callahan, and Garth Rimo. Yeah, they traded Justin Bohr for Brian Jimenez and Jonah Dube. They traded Jonathan Neely for Gregory Infante. They traded JT Real Muto for Huey Snare. They traded Emil Escobar for Anthony Santander. This is so stupid. I'm not laughing anymore. Well, that would be why they got us, because Jacob deGrom has a shoulder tear and he's out of the rotation. Well, fantastic. Okay, well, we're Met now. Let's do it.
In this game, change can come swiftly and unannounced.
Be honest, this is bullshit.
Some players take it better than others, but unexpected trades are a fact of the game.
Oh, couldn't it have been like the Phillies or something? God damn it. I'm salty. I'm super salty here. Yeah, this is not where I want to spend my career.
Discontent players seeking trades to more desired destinations.
All right. Okay. Deep cleansing breath. So, looks like we're on the bump for a home game against Philly. And the Mets had been leading the league, and now they have fallen back behind the Nationals and the Braves. So we are locked in a bit of a dogfight with the Phillies to stay up. God, how do they have so many more games played than us? I don't get it. All right, okay, let's do it. Oh, they flipped the rotation around. Circle velocity and K per 9, okay. Cut control, okay. Hits per 9. Caps, get the caps up. Not really hurting for that right now. Hurting for that. Get some Home runs per 9. I think it's a bullpen. Oh, that's something I need to take a look at, is what kind of pitches we have. Unfortunately, these are all relatively similar to the ones we have. Four-seamer, slider, curve, sinker, and changeup. I'm not really hurting for any of those. Four-seamer might be nice, but it would take a long time to build up the velocity. Cut control. Ooh, that is a big jump. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to go cut control, because that cutter has really been hurting me, and I'm tired of dealing with it. Okay, they flipped the... And now we get to say goodbye to the city of Miami by playing in their ballpark for the visiting team. Great. Let's get it.
From Little Havana, just west of downtown Miami, we've got baseball from Marlins Park. Today, it's the finale of this 4-game set between the New York Mets and the Miami Marlins. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Dan Straley, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one, and if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
At the plate, Maurice Ruiz. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Well, I'll be honest, I didn't really get to know these guys, so there's not too much of a sappy feeling as there was with the Padres. So let's just get through the business, getting these guys out.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Flores is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
All right, let's start learning the names for our new teammates here, shall we?
Card in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, you know, Matt, they need to get better production for their number 3 hitter. Look, they need his power to come back. There's no other way to say it. He has 0 home runs last month, and he hits in the middle of the order. They expect big things from him, and so am I. This team will not go anywhere unless he starts to get hot.
Here's Starlin Castro. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers.
One out.
All right, let's get this going.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they'd been on a nice little roll here.
Hey, thanks, Matty. This is a big one here, D-Row. They've won 2 of the first 3 of this series. This swing game here, you'd like to win 3 out of 4. I know you're at this point, but boy, a split certainly would not be good for this ball club right now.
Yeah, Dan, to win the first 2 games, all right, you can live with dropping the 3rd game of the set, but you don't want to end this 2-2. You work too hard early to not win this series.
Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, D-Row, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be.
Meanwhile, having ourselves a day here. 2 batters, all of 2 batters.
Brian Jimenez.
In now, Brian Jimenez. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play.
All right, let's try the curveball.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Eaton going back. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
Okay, great. It's my gift to the city of Miami.
Shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 2 for him on the year, as the Marlins will take a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, we always talk about how important it is to spot your starter or run it to early in the game, and he does just that, blasting a no-doubt bomb that serves no
Yeah, I hung
going
that
to be
curve.
swinging
There's nothing
with
else
the
to be
wood
said
here.
about that.
No better way to get the home crowd into it right out of the gates.
Brian Anderson.
Standing in now, Brian Anderson. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 276 the average coming in for him, with 19 homers, 57 runs batted in. The windup and the 0-1. And that one stayed up a little high. 2 out, nobody on.
It's also been a couple days since I recorded last, so I'm probably a little bit rusty.
A ball and 2 strikes.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Hey, come on now. Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
See if I can get you fishing away. Yes, I
Hit
can.
back up the middle.
Got some contact.
Throw to first in plenty
Too bad
of
they also
time,
got a
and
home
side
run
is
out of the
retired.
inning. Dang it.
So they pick up a run on the solo home run, as that'll give them the lead. Second inning coming up here in South Florida. It's the Marlins 1 and the Mets nothing. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1.
See if I can't get him fishing on one just a little bit more inside.
Hey, let's go right here.
Now the pitch. Fastball,
Well, that
and he's
wasn't
quickly in the hole.
more
0-2.
inside, but
I always felt 0-2, you had to cover away. If a guy's going to bury you in 3 times in a row, you tip your cap and walk back to the dugout, because that's not easy to do.
Hey, she didn't rip it there.
well, 0-2. Let's not make it easy on him. Let's go change up inside, low, and see if he'll go fishing.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the
Yes,
left.
he will.
And that's the first out.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And let's focus on Kyle Seager right here. Former Gold Glove third baseman, plays a reliable third base. I think something that he does better than anybody is his ability to come in on those swinging bunts or guys trying to lay a bunt down on him. He has the ability to have such soft hands and make that off-balance throw to first base.
Batting 6.
Up next from Miami, JT Riddle. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games.
Pitch, stay hot up there.
Hey, one away. One away.
Let's go fish.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Here's a
And he gets the
factoid
call
for you
that
while
time
we're
for strike number 1.
Well, they
pitching to
got to
these
him in the first
now
inning,
newly
which is
unfriendly
huge, but he
Marlins.
looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
The current record for most teams that a player has been on is 13, jointly held at this point by Edwin Jackson and Octavio Dotel. At this point, Jason Parham has been in the league for about 1 full year, and he's already been on 3. He's only 21 years old, I think, at this point.
Empty, 1 man out.
He had his
Hit out towards second.
Double-A season at 18, Triple-A
There are 2 away now.
first part of the Major League at 19. No, he's 20 years old.
Well
He's got like
executed
another
two-seamer
15
on
or
the
20
outside
years in the
corner
majors
that time,
ahead of him
and
if he
that's what you'll
keeps his
get a lot of
performance
with that
up.
pitch. He rolled right
Is he
over
going to keep getting traded to between teams at a rate like
Ready
that?
now for the Marlins.
God, he
Anthony
might
Santander
break that record.
Trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second.
Anthony Santander. Hey, here we go.
First pitch of the at-bat. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
Come on, big guy.
I am testing out some advice I got in the comments, which was advising me to switch up the way I was using my pitches.
Into his
Namely,
windup.
to
Here
start
comes the
using my
1-0.
cutters more against left-handed hitters and my
1-1 the
two-seamers more against right-handed hitters, rather than using my two-seam almost exclusively and then using my cutter as a switch-up type of put-out pitch.
Let's go, kid. One time right here.
And considering the two pitches are
2-1.
reasonably similar, but
Bases are empty here with 2
they have
men out.
opposite break,
Find me a barrel right here.
should mean that I get
This should
similar
end the inning
results
as it's
without
sent
being the
out to
same.
second.
The idea being
Taken in
that
by Flores.
the
He'll
pitch
whip this
breaks
one
in
first
towards the
in
batter
time,
and
and
prevents
that
them from
ends
getting
the
their
inning.
bat and their
So
arms
they're held in
extended.
check here this half
Puts
of
some
the
real
inning.
power into it.
We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. The Marlins on top.
Hasn't
1-0.
worked quite to plan, if you remember that homer in the first.
Back at Marlins Park for the 3rd inning as
Actually,
we get
that
a
was
nice
off a curveball,
aerial view
so
of
never
Miami
mind.
Beach's Art Deco district. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jason Parham. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Okay, Jay, first at bat in a Mets uniform.
Make it yours.
First
See what
delivery to him on the way.
see what we can do with you.
Fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss.
That damn
That's the first
slider.
strike.
Oof.
Two balls and a strike.
Dan Straley's not a bad pitcher.
Hey, we got two down.
Need to take him seriously.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Santander is after it,
out
but
of
no
frickin'
chance to run it down. It's a foul
Drat.
ball.
All right, here we go now.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And he misses.
I'm not
here,
gonna swing
ball
at that.
4.
You
And
kidding me?
somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
They haven't been able to register
I got bad
a hit
discipline,
against
but I'm
this
not-
guy.
don't have
But
that
at
bad
least they have a
discipline.
base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
In now is Adam Eaton. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Right fielder, Adam Eaton. Hey, get your pitch, stay through it. Let's go, drive it.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Castro moving to his left, and that ends the inning.
Hooray!
Mets lead 1. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Now batting, Tomas Nido.
Leading off for the Marlins. Catcher, Omar.
It's kind of a strange matchup because a lot of the players on both teams, well, a lot of the players on the Marlins and Jason Parham
First offering on its
used
way.
to be playing on the opposite team, so
And a fastball just
they're
below
wearing
the
strange
knees,
uniforms.
ball
It's
1.
kind of a weird game for everybody involved. Tomas Nido, the guy at the plate. He's one of the guys we got traded for.
The 1-0. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Nido was once employed by the team he's trying to beat in this one. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
Yeah, guys, I always think it's interesting to play your old uniform. Maybe say hi to everybody you got accustomed to seeing when you were previously here. But then once the game starts, it's all business.
Grounder down the line at third. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
All right, let's see if we can't put you out. Showtime.
Get your pitch.
High inside fastball. See if we can't bust you out.
And it's
Not
fouled
so much.
away.
But what if we put one just a little above where we had before? How about one changeup at the bottom of the zone?
The 1-2 pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Well, we were doing really good on pitch count up to this point, so he's starting to piss me off a little bit. Try to bust him away with this cutter.
Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have
No
tried to
such
do a
luck,
little
huh?
bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
He can only
Swing and
battle
a
for
miss.
so
Have a
long as
seat
he's
and get
finally set
comfortable.
down here after
Enjoy the
an
Marlins.
8-pitch at-bat. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Dan Straley.
Pitcher, Dan Straley.
Okay, Dan Straley. We used to be in the same bullpen. Now let's see if I can't show you what I've learned while I was there.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a strike. Swung on it.
Swing and
missed.
a miss.
Outclassed by that fastball
Oh,
for a
dear.
strike.
And how about that change up?
Struck
Swing
him
and
out.
a miss. Have a seat and get comfortable. Again.
Well, there's the great
excuse me.
equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
The batter, center fielder, Maurice.
Into the box now, Maurice Ruiz, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Two out,
Okay.
nobody on.
Come on, guys.
Is that cutter inside?
1-1 to
Swing
the
and a
Marlins
miss.
leadoff hitter.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
One time, right now.
Here's a two-seamer away.
Pulled toward right center field. Flores
Not
ranging
too
into
bad.
shallow right. No trouble
That
with this one.
is
And the
Wilmer
inning is
Flores
over.
out there at
Miami
second
down in
base.
order, but they're up 1-0.
All right, come on, Mets. Let's get it rolling.
Digging in to try it again, Starlin Castro. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Starlin Castro.
Here comes the first pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul.
I mean, if I got to be honest with ourselves, Jason's a Pennsylvania boy, fan of the Phillies, so he's probably just glad he didn't get traded to the Braves.
The windup and the 0-1. Takes a knee-high
Take one.
fastball.
Okay. Whatever you say, buddy.
Hey, place it first. Place it first.
Here's that hook.
Now a swing and a miss. Castro was retired here for the first out.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Now batting, first baseman, Brian Jimenez.
Into the box, Brian Jimenez. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
Well, let's try to avoid putting one
Sinking liner toward left.
right there.
That's in
Let's
another
try to
base hit.
avoid
He's
putting
2
one
for
right
2.
there if we can. That would be great. Any chance of that?
Boy, this is just a case
No.
of another really
Crap.
good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a
Note
way
to self.
get hits.
Jimenez hits the curveball really freaking well.
Even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Anderson.
Stepping in now, Brian Anderson, as he'll take strike one on the inside corner. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Hey, need you on. Here we go.
Hey, let her rip right here. One away.
He doesn't look like he's going anywhere, and I'm fine with that.
Hey, ready for that ground ball?
Here comes the 0-1. And a
Ooh, that
curveball
was
that
almost
time
good.
that broke too low.
Good pitch. Right here.
Change up inside instead.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Jimenez, base runner at first with 1 out.
Well, with two strikes and plenty of showtime, I'm going to go ahead and go two-seam high inside.
Got him looking with the
Strike
fastball
out
as that had some
looking.
two-seam movement to it. 2
Change
gone.
the channel,
Runner
sir.
on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
The left fielder, number 9, Lewis.
Standing in now.
Comes
Louis
that fastball.
Friesen, as the first
Boop.
pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Hey, need you right here. One time.
Grounded down the third baseline.
Foul. It's foul.
This will get foul for strike 2.
Promise. It's
1
really,
run,
really
2
foul.
hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins.
Hey, 2 outs here. 2 outs.
Here's that fastball inside. Popped up.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get
I'm going
another
to go
opportunity
outside
to put
with
the ball
this
in
cutter
play.
again. I got a swing and a miss earlier, I think.
Here we go.
Now another 0-2. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
Now I'm going to go change up inside. Use a little more showtime, because why not? I've been pretty conservative with it of late.
Now a throw over to first. Back in standing.
Keep these guys guessing.
Come on, baby. See it. Drive it. Let's go.
The 1-2. Down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the
Drag.
count holds steady at 1-2. Swinging a soft liner.
There we go.
Underhanded flip.
Easy out,
Throw
easy
on to
life.
second for the force, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Miami's out in front, 1-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jason Parham. He drew a walk his first time up.
So we got somebody on base, which is nice. But we also got 2 out. Not so
He's
not
ready.
so nice.
Here's the first offering. Swing
Oh,
and a little
get down.
blooper to
Get
center.
down.
Ruiz coming
Yes.
on, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
All right.
Hey, I've been
Let's
impressed
go.
with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
You got it. You got it. Get him
So
out.
stepping in, Adam Eaton, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Come on, big guy. Your pitch, huh?
Well, let no one say that I'm not doing my part offensively.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired.
Not that it
2 left for
matters.
the Mets. They trail this one 1-0. Riding in once again, JT Riddle. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Riddle.
First pitch
Ooh,
of
I
the
don't like that
at-bat
one.
on its way. And there's a pitch
I mean, it was
that
almost
just
good,
misses
but
the inside
not what I
corner.
wanted.
Riddle, a 6'1" left-handed hitter, but throws right-handed. He was a 13th round pick back in the draft of 2013.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Hey, we need you right here. One time.
The 1-0.
Sorry, that one was taking a little longer than usual to sight in.
Round right. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
There's another
With
base
that,
hit.
The Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Right fielder, Anthony Santander.
Hey, we got no one.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fouled away.
Don't like that one.
Riddle
Don't like
on
that one.
First, nobody out.
Come on, big guy.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Here we go. Come on now, get some cue ball right here. Get yours right here, huh? Drive it up there.
Let's go outside with this fastball. And that's not outside, Jay. What
Hey,
you
I
doing
don't
up
mind
there,
you throwing
bro?
a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being
Let's try the curveball then. Low outside. See if he'll chase or touch it or
And he'll stay alive
Foul
here.
it
This
off,
is
stay
chopped
alive.
foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2.
make me a little bit mad.
There's a swing and a
Ooh,
drive hit well out
and
to
he
right
yoked it
field.
again.
Eaton going back
Into
and
the
that's
upper
a home
deck.
run into the top tank.
Ooh. Yeah.
A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His first home run of the season as the Marlins have taken a 3-0 lead.
Great. Going from ace for the Marlins to number 5 for the Mets. And giving up freebies to the frickin' Marlins that traded me. Hate it.
Up next for the Marlins, catcher, Omar.
In now, Tomas Nido. He grounds it sharply to third. Seager fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, so a good comeback
That's Kyle
there as
Seager,
he gets the
formerly
first out
of
the inning.
The Mariners over at third base. We also have Eugenio
Ready for another
Suarez,
chance?
formerly of the
Dan
Reds, at
Straley
short.
was a strikeout
Mason
there
Ibarra,
in his
of
first
course,
try.
is a former Rookie of the Year last year.
Hey, I like your can up there.
Jay Bruce in left, Adam Eaton in right, Michael Conforto, of course, in center, and Kevin Plawecki at catcher.
First pitch on
And
its
Wilma
way.
Flores, as I said earlier, at second.
A cold strike on the inside corner.
Hey, we got one out.
3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins.
Drive it. Let's go, big dog.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Coming in on it is Eaton. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone
Yeah,
now.
I think Flores would have had a better chance of getting to that one myself, but
Now
guess
back to the
Eaton had a
top
good
of the
eye on
lineup.
it.
Stepping in, Maurice Ruiz. He flew out in his last at bat.
Hey, square one up. One time.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air out to center
Can of
field.
corn to center.
Conforto is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Marlins lead this one 3-0. Ready for another shot now. Starlin Castro. He lined out his first time around and then went down on strikes last time up.
And our offense has just been nothing because frickin' Dan Straley has been strangling us all game.
Hey, no outs here.
Frick.
Get your pitch and drive it.
First delivery to him on the way.
That's a ball.
Missed with a breaking ball.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
All right, let's try that fastball.
A high fastball is in there.
Hey, need you right here. One time.
Yeah, I don't like that.
The breaking ball
Hung
that
it.
time in for a strike.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
All right, let's try that high fastball, see if he'll get it.
It's the top
He
of the
won't
zone.
get
He
it.
struck him out
We'll just
looking.
watch it sail on by.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
Brian Jimenez will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on.
And this guy has been, if not most of the offense for the Marlins, he's been a pretty big chunk. He's got 2 hits on me already, and they both
And a
been
step
curveballs,
off.
I suddenly remember. So let's work off our other stuff. Cutter seems to be working okay today. Let's keep working on that.
Yeah, get your pitch up there.
First offering on its way. Late
Swing and a
that
miss.
time for a strike.
Glad I
You
changed
love
it
a guy
up.
who attacks the zone, but sometimes I think you could throw too many strikes. That could be the case right here. This offense is going to the plate, just pulling the trigger on everything.
One out now. See it. Drive it. Let's go, kid.
Into the
All right, let's
windup.
try to
Here comes
get him
the
swinging
0-1.
at something outside.
Skied into
Not
straightaway
outside,
right.
but at least it stayed in the park.
Eaton is
It's
back
gone
in
right
plenty
into
of time
Adam
to
Eaton's
put this
glove.
away, however, and there are 2 gone. Ready once again, Brian Anderson. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Brian Anderson. Get your pitch.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Oof,
Ball hit high
yoked
and
it.
foul down the left field line. It's strike 1.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
Two down. Get your
The
pitch.
windup
Here's
and
that
the
changeup.
0-1.
Low in the zone.
Hit
1-1.
first.
Bounced it over to
And
Mason
he'll
Ibarra,
step on the bag
and that's
himself, and the
6
inning
innings.
is over.
And that is barely a
1, 2,
quality
3
start
go
for
the
Jason
Marlins.
Parham, but it sure
They lead
doesn't
it
feel like
3-0.
one. Not on a day when we're 3-0 with only 2 hits. But, you know, that's the pitcher's curse. We only control the defensive side of the game, not the offense, and we will be relieved in the 7th, so that it'll be somebody else's problem. But we are on the hook for the loss, and if we can't get some runs on the board, team's going to lose the game. So let's find out what happens in what's probably our last game in Marlins Stadium for at least a little while. Survey says...
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games.
I'm
as opposed to
upset.
those slugfest. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
3-0 the final score in this one today. The Miami Marlins earned the victory.
Well, that
despite
performance
only
was not
collecting
Jason's
4 total
best, but he did
hits.
pitch
Dan
6
Straley
innings, allowed
earns
4
his
hits,
6th
got
winning
5
decision in
strikeouts,
this
allowed
one.
3 earned
Enrique
runs on
Mitre
2
hammers down to
homers,
save his
no walks.
15th of the campaign.
His ERA
So that's
has
it for
come
us this
down, come back
afternoon.
up to
For Mark DeRosa, Dan
3.42. His
Plesac, and
FIP
our
is
entire
still at
crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian.
3.89.
You've been watching MLB The Show.
So
For
that'll
more,
do it
log on
for
to
me.
theshownation.com.
Until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.